Well, good afternoon, good evening, Newcastle. As it is Good Friday, and we are. Well, good afternoon, good evening, and as we are trying to get your nightly news watch, hope your day is going well. And as we continue here, and I'm bringing up everything so you can view it. Yeah, we've got some very intriguing stories today, and please, we don't want the facts to get in the way. This is going to be one enlightening news watch for you. Uh, on this news watch, we're going to go behind the numbers to really get you an up close look at COVID 19. And that's very important as you go through to understand exactly what you're dealing with here. There we go. How to spell my name correctly, sorry. So that people can watch on the different various networks. Now, we're up, we're together, and yes, the train is on the tracks, and Newswatch is straight ahead for you.
If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic for that majestic lifestyle, right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
58-5900. Chuck Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-65.
Okay, and welcome back. Boy, do we have a lot to cover today. While you were watching church services and Mass, a lot of things attempted to slide through. Okay. I guess we should get to the COVID situation first. And that we're going to do. Here is the state map. And I want you to take a look at this carefully. Up here, these two green counties that are all the way in the northeast, that border New York State and New Jersey, are Susquehanna in the west and Wayne in the east. If you look at Susquehanna's border and go down here, right below it is Wyoming. Okay, and you follow this line down, just coming to the west of Franklin County, which is in the middle of the state. Now, we threw Wyoming, as it's the light-colored county, into the North Interstate 80 group. We threw Center County into the Philadelphia, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh group. What you have here is, and I'm going to read the press release from the Department of Health, okay, and this very, very important, because I think you need to really understand. I'm flipping out over the headlines that they're giving. So I did the math. Okay. Statewide totals 19,979. Well, now get your little marker and draw from Susquehanna County down to Franklin County, putting Juniata in the east and putting Center County in the east, okay? And Center's next to Union and Snyder County. Throw those into the eastern group. And the Pittsburgh metropolitan area, including Pittsburgh. That's Allegheny, Beaver, Butler, Westmoreland, and Washington. Fayette and Greene are trapped down there, so I guess you got to throw them in to metropolitan Pittsburgh. That's southwest Pittsburgh. Lawrence County behaves as no longer being part of the Pittsburgh group, but actually northwest Pennsylvania. Why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you this for a reason. Here's the reason. As these press releases come out, you got to look behind the numbers, folks. And here are the actual facts. You take from Susquehanna County going on a diagonal down to Franklin County, including Center County and Pittsburgh. Everybody bordering Allegheny County. You have 19,679. If you take Lawrence County, Mercer, Crawford, and Erie, and everything north of Interstate 80, north of Penn State, and maybe the 6 counties in the central Pennsylvania mountains, excuse me, as I get all wound up, you only have 296, rounded up to 300. So what they're telling you is this is really confined to our metropolitan areas. I totally respect what's being said. But this graph is showing an increase essentially in Philadelphia. I think it's important to know and understand that, because I don't want anybody panicking over COVID. I actually think we're doing quite well here in Lawrence County, mitigating social distance and staying healthy. Now, that's my opinion. And last night, again, aired on Fox, the Hannity show. Angelo, give me a glass of water. The Hannity show said, and this is Mark Levin, how are we building up an immunity to this with all the separation and mitigation? He asked a real good point. And with the trees in bloom, and when we were down at Washington Center, a beautiful tree outside our window, when it bloomed, I knew what my allergy was like. It smelled great, but then, look out. Of these people that have tested positive, less than 1% between 0 and 4, nearly 1% between 5 and 12, and 1% are aged 13 to 18. Nearly 7% are 19 to 24. So under 24%, you're struggling to get to 10%. 41% are 25 to 49. Those are of the people that tested positive. We've tested 93,000 people. So of that, 29% are 50 to 64, and nearly 21% are older than 65. I worry about the overtones on this. 93, you're about 7,000 away from 100,000. It's 93.40. So when we look at 20%, and of the 20%, who's getting better and building up immunity to this, you have to ask, where are we going? We had to go behind the numbers to look at this. Well, that's my first bombshell that I dropped. Here comes the second one. This is beautiful. You know, here where we sit on Fall Street, when we go up the Fall Street part of the Inner Belt, heading into Union, that's the way you go if you're going to go to Los Amigos and get something really great to eat. Now, with that, we'd see construction every day on this part of the Fall Street bypass. What this is showing here is the Columbus Inner Belt, and this is the Shenango River, and this is the bridge over the Shenango River, West Washington Street. Now, what is being planned here, and let me read to you what this says. Our friends at Human Services are tirelessly working on an amazing opportunity to establish a boat launch, accessible fishing at their recently required Shenango Street Station. Meanwhile, the Shenango Street Station, when they sold it, it can't be bought by anybody but a nonprofit. Okay, that's what's on the deed, as we were told. And I want to clarify that. That was what was reported to us by the people that we had talked to. This project is part of Lawrence County Greenways as a plan to provide an opportunity for better access to our waterways in the light of the current social distancing measure. The value of the potential project offers outdoor recreation in incredibly vulnerable and has the potential to drive more foot traffic downtown. We're in Act 47. Foot traffic, not doing it. Businesses are. Home HSC plans to apply for a state grant. The Department of Conservation and Natural Resources requires 50% matching funds and donations of asphalt, gravel, trees, what have you, to give back to the community, and it goes on, yada, yada, yada. And please talk to them no later than April 17th, and that is, you could call Laura Glenn, 724-421-4001, or lgglenn@humanservices.net. Now, when you look at that, I don't see any property that's going to be there for driving a lot more tax revenue. I'm just saying, and I understand that, like the churches, they don't pay tax on the sanctuary, but they pay it on the office or the banquet facilities they have or what have you. But boy, oh boy, you need some businesses downtown where people spend money. On our own little venture during this short period of time with Tom Wolf's closure or stay at home policy or hunker down or whatever you want to call it, we've got a donut shop and a hamburger shop. If you go to the town mall and call, they'll bring your pizza out to you. And you've got other pizza shops there in the downtown. We need to have grocery stores, at least one. We need to have restaurants that when this is all over, you can sit down and get something to eat. Absolutely, positively amazing. I don't know that the park, how nice it looks, is going to solve our problem with getting out of debt. So, Governor Wolf in the news again, and here's his latest. Governor Wolf announces $450 million program for financially strained hospitals. The funding was dispersed by Pennsylvania Infrastructure Investment Authority, PennVest. Well, with this, it's going to the east. Hopefully, the hospitals in the west get a chance to apply. Continuing on with our news, Human Services announces state-run facilities admission protocols, COVID-19 mitigation efforts, and they're taking every step to slow the spread of this. And if you're confined in this part of the state, unless you have, and this was again on national TV, unless you come in contact with somebody, it's going to be very difficult for you to get it. Individuals are required to be screened for COVID-19 and provide documentation of screening prior to admission to a state facility. The medical clearances and attestation from physicians within 72 hours prior to the request for data is acceptable for admission. If admission has had close contact with someone suspected of having or diagnosed with COVID, the individual should be quarantined for 14 days. Okay, so a little thought process needing to go into this. Governor Wolf, Pennsylvania National Guard supports communities to help veterans receive benefits, the DM, and that's through the Department of Military Veteran Affairs. That going out. Joanne Bologna DeCesar, thank you for the kind comments. Jamie Holmes, give me a call. I'd like the idea with Positive Youth, and if there's anything I can put together for you, I will. As we continue through with Newswatch, Brian Menace, thanks for subscribing to us. And the Department of Health, they gave their update and we talked about that. So let's move on with more state news. The Department of Corrections, and this may be troublesome. Governor Wolf, the Department of Corrections, to establish a temporary program to reprieve sentences of incarceration. Under the authority granted to him by Pennsylvania Constitution, the Emergency Management Service Code, Governor Wolf today ordered the Departments of Correction officials to establish a temporary program to reprieve sentences of incarceration to help aid the department in the transfer of qualifying individuals to community corrections facilities or to home confinement amid COVID-19. The Wolf administration continues to take every possible action and asks all Pennsylvanians to do the same to help the spread of COVID-19. These actions include those of state correction systems, will save lives and help stop the spread of the virus and avoid overwhelming already a burdened healthcare system. We could reduce, he goes on to say, our nonviolent population and leave fewer inmates at risk for contracting COVID-19 while maintaining public safety with this program, said Governor Tom Wolf. He continued, I am pleased to direct the Department of Corrections to begin the process to release vulnerable and nonviolent inmates at or near their release date in an organized way to maintain supervision post-release and ensure home and health care plans are in place for all that that are in that situation. Okay. As important, very important to look behind the numbers. I'm telling you, that's a heck of a stat. Lawrence County, Mercer, Crawford, Erie, and everything north, all the way over to Susquehanna County, 300 cases. Everything else, Philadelphia, including Penn State, Harrisburg, and Pittsburgh. Those bordering Pittsburgh. Beaver, Butler, Washington, Pittsburgh metropolitan area. So we've got tons more on this, and I'm glad we looked behind the numbers. We're going to go to sports so I can take a little sip of water because it gets tired. You're rigging this out. Listen, make sure that you tune into the Cedar Sports Corner. You can recall some pretty exciting games. Today, it's the Mars-Newcastle game, and you'll see just the highlights. You're not going to see punt, punt, punt. You're going to see the highlights of a really, really great football game. We've showed you great basketball games, great baseball games, and we'll stop at nothing to keep you seeing great entertainment right here. So let's take this break. I'm going to jump through it because I know you don't want to sit there and watch the whole thing in the middle of the news, but we'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle, 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Canes.
That kind of movement the Canes have been doing all night, as there's 55 seconds on that running clock. Canes send one to each side. And there goes Hooker straight ahead, and he moves the ball across the 50. Seconds on the clock. Clock gets round with 28 seconds. 25-23. Victory formation.
Cummins, lower operator.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
Hello, folks, and we're back. Gina Fish, I got your information, and I will be in touch. I just thought that it'd be better now just to wait, and I apologize for not getting back quickly enough. Newswatch rolling on, and why the heck not? Madeline Nunzio, thank you for tuning in. And as we get and tell you, you're doing a fantastic job. Up 275%. I totally thank you for all of your viewership. It is greatly appreciated. Now, as we had told you before, Mike Kelly, great guy. I love Mike. I like Mike. Well, he's a congressman, and he has reached out, always giving us updates, and he wants to know about he's been asked, they're doing, as I had to shut that off, and I apologize. A lot of people are calling him, asking about unemployment compensation. And he refers them back to the legislators, and Governor Wolf. And understand that they said there'd be a couple-week delay. This has been overwhelmingly a big problem. When will the additional $600 per week start. Again, the funding kicks in soon, which means it could start seeing in the next couple weeks. Do I need anything to get my stimulus check? And basically, you're a U.S. resident, you filed all your taxes. My understanding, they're going from the 2018 taxes because these taxes aren't due yet. That's my understanding. Based on the fact that they moved the dates back for personal income tax. And it will automatically be received through the banking system, or you'll receive a check in the mail. So visit his website if you have more questions on that. And they'll be glad to help you out with it. I want to remind everybody, as I get emails in, to support local businesses. Now, a lot of people out there are asking me to like their page or do something along those lines. We're a community television station. I'll remind everybody that our sponsorships are what pays for the station. Feel free to contact us by email, and we'll get to you and set up a plan for you. And Newswatch rolling on. So it's time for the current conditions outside. And here you go. 51% humidity with a temperature of 40 degrees. Northwest winds at 16, gusting to 26. Barometer 29.85. Dew point 23. Visibility 10 miles. And wind chill, yes, 32 degrees. And how does that stack up with your radar? Pretty clear. You've got one line of rain stretching across the lake, and understand northwest of Cleveland is Pontiac and Detroit and Ann Arbor. So that there. And here you go with your Pittsburgh radar. South and east of Pittsburgh, you've got showers. Let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather to check out what's in store for you. We'll be right back.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you'll see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Yesterday, especially in the evening. Last night's rainy night, low of 32. And let's get right to how your forecast is looking. Rain. Yeah, that's the flavor of the day. And with the temperature starting out so low, you could see some peaks of snow. When you look on the national scene off to the north and west, you see cloud cover, and that's going to create a day today that is a little inclement, but once that clears out, you're going to be just fine. Let's take a look at the weather chart. Last night's overnight low of 32 with rain. Your Friday, well, expect more of the same. Rain, breezy, 43. Wind gusts as high as 32 miles an hour. And that rain will be with us throughout the morning and early afternoon. Then we'll start to cloud up, and Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 28. Set you up for a great Saturday. Sunshine, mostly sunny and 53. We'll take it after the rain. And Saturday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 40. Works out kind of well. Your Easter Sunday. High is 64. Now you're going to have some cloud cover. Later on in the day, rain builds in. Setting you up for Monday. So early on, okay for that sunrise if you're watching that on NCTV45 and Sunday Mass or services. Now Sunday night, showers, low of 52, 90% chance of rain. And then bango, Monday, Karen, rain, 62, 70% chance. Rainy days and Mondays get you down. Remember, yesterday was Easter. Well, Monday night, cloudy, 33. Tuesday, partly sunny and 48. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, 32. Wednesday, partly sunny, 48. And as you get to Wednesday night, mostly cloudy at 31. Your Thursday, mostly cloudy and 49. Now, so we're going to hang around the 50-degree mark after we get up there on Sunday to that higher temperature. So this was Lawrence County 45 weather. And what I want you to do is support those local businesses during this pandemic. And we're going to take a break down here from Tuscany. We'll be right back. You need my keys.
Elham's for one great dining experience.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello,
Come on,
friends,
shake your body,
and
baby, do that conga.
it's
No, you can't control yourself
Los
any
Amigos.
longer.
Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
You can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music.
And we're back. The Department of Corrections has made some changes in their little thing. Extended supervision, enhanced employee screenings indefinitely. Today, the Department of Corrections, John Wetzel, announced that he is extending the inmates' visitations suspension and using enhanced employee screening indefinitely at all run state facilities or at such time as the disaster management proclaimed by Governor Tom Wolf on March 6th is terminated. So, in from Greenville, they remind you, and I remind you, to shop local, take advantage of those local specials, drive-throughs, everything that you got. It's very important. And, this morning we gave you that kind of saying, a little humor injected. Here you go. As this came in from one of our viewers, that it says, Day 5, homeschooling. One of these little monsters called in a bomb threat. and he has so many up here. I'm so excited to take the garbage out. What should I wear? Thank you, Mike, for sending that in. We're going to hear from these folks. We'll be back with a wrap-up.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give them a Newcastle a try. They're a small town for living. Look around.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
This program brought to you by Cummings Landscaping and Design. Brandon Cummings.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
We're back, and hey, I got a great little tip for you. You need to get out of the house. Head over to Easy Car and Van, Easy Clean and Car Van Wash. Right up there, the proud sponsor in the Shannick. Right on the other side of Tuesday mornings at Applebee's, and get your car cleaned. It'll give you a few seconds out of the house. A lot of guys are looking for that. Maybe you're looking for this. 8:30 tomorrow, Holy Spirit Parish. It's the Easter Vigil Mass. And then on Sunday, 9 a.m., Catholic Easter Mass. And at 10 a.m., First Presbyterian service. So we've got it all coming right at you. So it's going to be great. Now, tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that NCTV45 is available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule. That's NCTV45. And as you go, maybe a little tidbit of conversation. We covered that at the beginning of the program. Might want to talk about that tonight. And you might want to make sure you get that second cup of coffee, lemonade, whatever you're drinking, and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.
Got my ticket for the midnight plane, and it's not easy.